This is Fitness Blender's 500 rep workout. In this workout, we're going to be doing 10 repetitions of 5 different exercises, and we're going to do all those exercises 10 rounds through. All of these exercises are body weight driven, so we're not going to need any equipment, and we haven't included a warm-up or a cool down, so you'll want to make sure you add both of those in. Let's go ahead and start off our first round with 10 repetitions of burpees. And start them up. Going from that push-up position to that standing jump, right back down into that push-up position as quickly as you possibly can, just moving it back and forth, nice, smooth, solid form. Now with this entire routine, you want to be focusing on hitting around 80 to 90% of your maximum level of effort. If you try to go 100% the whole time, you'll never make it all the way through, so hold it back just a little bit. Now with that said, we're moving on to squat jacks with no rest. Switch it up, just right into that squat jack, stay nice and low, get those feet wide and then back together, nice quick motion. Coming up to mountain climbers next, and switch it, 10 repetitions. Make sure you count those repetitions on only one leg to make sure you do 10 repetitions on each leg individually. Now we're going to be switching to agility dots here in just a second. And stand it back up, those agility dots, hopping with both feet, making sure you're making a nice X pattern across the ground. At 4 corners of a square, imagining them on the ground, then switch directions, 5 in each direction. Almost done. One more, and let it relax. All right, go ahead and move on to those jump squats as our last exercise. Nice deep squat, jumping as hard as you possibly can at the top. Get a really good deep squat every single time. And just 2 more repetitions. And let it relax. All right, we got a short break here. If you need to pause it, go ahead and pause it here. Otherwise, we're going to start right back into round number 2, starting off with those burpees. And start it up. Right back into those burpees. Nice full push-up position all the way to that high jump. And right back down again. Just keep focusing on keeping that form nice and clean. Remember, only about an 80 to a 90% of your maximum output of effort. And we're almost done. Just 2 more repetitions. Switching to those squat jacks next. Remember, no break. Just switch right into them. Right back down to those squat jacks. Nice and low. Kicking those feet in and out. Making sure you're getting a nice full range of motion with those legs. And at the same time, trying to keep those hips as low as you possibly can. All right, switch to those mountain climbers. Remember, counting just on one leg. Keep those hips nice and low. Keep those feet moving. We're almost done. And let it relax. Go ahead and stand back up. You've got agility dots next. Remember, 5 in each direction. Making that X pattern on that ground. Hitting each 4 points of that square. Switch directions. Almost done. Back around one more time. And let it relax. Next to those jump squats. Nice deep squat. Jumping as hard as you possibly can. It's our last exercise of this round, then you get another really quick break before we start into round number 3. Just 2 more repetitions left. And let it relax. All right, you get a short little break here. We're going to start into round number 3 here in just a second. Again, 10 repetitions of burpees. Go ahead and get ready. And start it up. Get down to that full push-up position nice and quick. Right back up again to a full jump. Then right back down. Just keep that motion nice and clean. Remember, 10 full repetitions. And then right into that next exercise. Just 2 more repetitions left. It's your last one. Next to squat jacks. And drop it down nice and low. Get those feet moving. Almost done. These are nice and quick. And drop it back down to the ground. We've got mountain climbers next. All the way down that push-up position and start up. Almost done. And let it relax. Go ahead and stand back up. We've got agility dots next. 5 repetitions each direction. And that's the last one right there. Go ahead and switch directions. Almost done. Just keep it going. We have 1 exercise left for this round. And let it relax. We got squat jumps next. Start them up. I know those legs are probably getting really nice and tired by this point, but keep trying to push through it. Remember, 80 to 90% of your maximum effort. Just keep those legs moving. Keep that form as clean as you can. We're going to be starting into round number 4 here in just a second. And let it relax. You got a few seconds to rest before we start back into round number 4. Now remember, we're starting back over with those burpees, 10 repetitions. Go ahead and get ready. And start it up. Try to keep that form as clean as you can. I know you're going to be getting really nice and tired with these last 2 rounds before our halfway point. Just keep in mind, we've got a nice long break when we hit that halfway point. So keep trying to push through this as hard as you possibly can. Just a couple more repetitions and we're going to switch exercises. And let it relax. All right, squat jacks are next. Drop it down nice and low. Get those feet going. I know those legs are tired, but try to stay nice and low. And we're almost done. We're switching off to mountain climbers next. Drop it down into that push-up position and start them up. Keep those hips nice and low. Drive those knees. Just keep those feet moving as best you can. We're almost done. We're going to switch to agility dots next. Go ahead and stand up. Get those feet together. And start it up. Doing that X pattern across that square. Remember, imagine that square on the ground, jumping to each corner of that square. Go ahead and change directions. Almost done. And let it relax. Go ahead and switch to those jump squats. Feet nice and wide, nice deep squat, jumping as hard as you possibly can. This is our last exercise before you get a little bit of a rest. Almost done, just 2 more repetitions. And let it relax. All right, we've got a little bit of a break here before we start into our last round before we're halfway and we get a nice long break. We've got 10 repetitions of those burpees next. And start them up. I know those legs are probably dying by this point, but keep that form as clean as you possibly can. Try to get a nice strong jump at the top. Try to get out to that full push-up position every single time, that full plank position. Just keep it going. We're almost done. This is our last round through before we get a nice long break. And just 2 more repetitions left for this one. 1 more. And let it relax. We're going to those squat jacks next. Really try to keep those hips nice and low and start them up. Get those knees in and out. Nice low position with that squat. Try to keep those hips as low as possible. I know they don't want to. And let it relax. We've got mountain climbers next. Going to drop down in that plank position. And start it up. Just keep driving those knees. Keep those hips nice and low. If you have to, you can always slow these motions down a little bit. But try to keep them as quickly as you possibly can. All right, go ahead and stand up. We've got agility dots next. Those feet together. And start them up. We're going to switch here in just a second. And pause, switch directions. Keep it going. We're almost done with this exercise. And let it relax. All right, we've got jump squats next. Go ahead and get ready. And start them up. This is our last exercise for this round. And our last exercise until we hit halfway and get our nice long break. So try to push it as hard as you can. We're almost done. 1 more. And let it relax. All right, good job. That was the end of round number 5. That means we are officially halfway through this routine. If you need a little bit extra rest, a little bit more of a break, then go ahead and hit pause right here. Otherwise, we're going to start back into our next round, number 6, in just a few seconds. Our time is up. We're going to start right back in with 10 repetitions of burpees, starting right now. So after that nice long break, you should be feeling at least a little bit better, but those legs are going to give out on you pretty quick here. So keep focusing on that form, slow the motion down if you need to, but just keep moving. Whatever you do, just keep moving. Try not to pause, try not to break. For this one, you can slow the motion down or take that jump out of the top to make it just a little bit easier, but just don't stop moving. And let it relax. We got squat jacks next, down nice and low. Again, try to keep this as clean as you can. You can always do a little bit shallower of a squat to make it a little bit easier. And let it relax, drop down into that plank position doing those mountain climbers. If you want to make this one a little bit easier, keep both those feet out back behind you in a full plank and just move 1 foot at a time rather than both feet simultaneously. And let it relax, go ahead and stand up. We've got our agility dots. Go ahead and hop in that square pattern, that X pattern across the middle. If you need to, you can bounce twice in each position to make it a little bit easier. Go ahead and switch directions. Almost done with this one. and let it relax. All right, got squat jumps next. This one's just going to be hard. No matter how you slice it, there's no real way to make this one easier, so just try to get through it as best you can. And just 2 more repetitions. Last one. And let it relax. All right, short little break. We're going to start into round 7. Another 10 repetitions of burpees. Get ready. And start them up. Just 2 more repetitions left. 1 more. And let it relax. All right, we've got squat jacks next. Go and drop it down. Remember, try to keep those motions as clean as you can. If you need to come up a little bit higher from that squat to make it a little easier, that's fine. Just try to keep moving. And let it relax. Drop down for that mountain climber. Keep those hips nice and low. Remember, you can slow those feet down, but don't let that form suffer. You want to keep those hips nice and low, driving those knees as high up as you can. We're almost done. And let it relax. Go and stand back up, get those feet together, and start into those agility dots. And we're almost done. We're going to switch directions here in just a second. And switch it. Almost done. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and switch off to those jump squats next. Nice wide stance. Getting a deep squat every single time. Trying to get a nice high jump every single time. Just 2 more. And let it relax. All right, we got a short little break before we start into round number 8. Starting back over with those burpees. Go ahead and get ready. And start them up. I know those legs are getting nice and tired. I know that body's nice and tired, but just keep trying to push through it. Remember, you can always slow down, but try to keep moving. We only have 2 rounds left after this one's done. Almost done. Just 2 more to go. Here's your last one right here. And let it relax. All right, we're going to go into those squat jacks next. Nice wide stance. Get those feet moving. Remember, if you have to, go just a little bit shallower with that squat, but try to get it as clean as you can. And switch it to those mountain climbers. Down in that plank position. I know those legs are getting tired, but keep it going. We're almost done. And we're almost done with these mountain climbers. And let it relax. Go and stand back up. Get those feet together, starting into those agility dots. Just 2 more rounds. And switch directions. Again, just 2 more repetitions left. And let it relax. All right, we got 1 more exercise for a little bit of a break. Squat jumps. Start them up. I know those legs are not wanting to cooperate right now, and they're probably screaming like crazy every single time you drop down into that squat, but try to keep it as clean as you can. Just try to keep those legs moving. We're almost done. We're getting a little bit of a break here in just a second. Let it relax. You got a short little break. We're going to start right back into those burpees again for our 9th round. Just keep focusing on keeping that clean form. Go ahead and get ready. And start them up. Just 2 more repetitions. So our last one right here. And let it relax. Go ahead and switch into those squat jacks. Nice wide stance. And start them up. Almost done. Keep those legs moving. And let it relax. All right, we've got mountain climbers next. Go ahead and drop down to that full push-up position. Get those feet going. Keep those hips nice and low. Keep driving those knees. Try to get as much range of motion out of those legs as you can. And let it relax. Go ahead and stand back up. We've got our agility dots next. Get those feet together and start them up. 2 more repetitions left. 1 more. And switch directions. And we're almost done with these agility dots. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and switch off to those jump squats. This is our second to last round of these. Just keep focusing on that form as best you can. Try to keep it nice and clean. Trying to get as much range of motion out of those legs as you can. Nice deep squat every single time. We're almost done. Just a few more. And let it relax. Very good. That's the end of round number 9. We have 1 round left to go. Starting back off for those burpees, 10 repetitions. Go ahead and get ready. And start them up. I know that body's pretty much dead. I know those legs are really, really tired, but keep trying to push through this as hard as you possibly can. This is our last round until you're completely done. You want to have nothing left by the time you're done with this round. Almost done. 2 more repetitions left. Just keep it going. 1 more. And let it relax. All right, we got squat jacks next. Get those feet nice and wide and start them up. Just keep reminding yourself this is your last round through. This is your last one until you're completely done. So keep pushing as hard as you can. Go ahead and let it relax. Switch off to those mountain climbers. And start them up. Get those legs going. As clean a form as you possibly can. Keep those hips down nice and low. Drive those knees. And let it relax. Go ahead and stand back up. Last round of agility dots. Get those feet together. And start them up. Making that X pattern in that square. Nice clean motion. We're going to switch directions here in just a second. And switch it. Keep those feet moving. Same exact motion, just in the opposite direction. Keep that form as clean as you can. And let it relax. All right, switch to those jump squats. This is our last exercise. Go ahead and start them up. Get a nice deep squat every single time. Push those legs as far as they can possibly go. You want to be completely dead by the time you're done. You won't have anything left. We're almost done. And let it relax. Very good. This workout is complete. You just finished Fitness Blender's 500 repetition workout.